Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Fashe Oched. Today, we want to show you some tools in Autocad or Icon, or should I say Icon? No, let's just use the word tools that you can, that are in Autocad. At the same time, it can be found in your Protastructure 2024. This Protastructure 2024 and this Autocad is okay. Now, there are some tools that you can see in Autocad and at the same time in your Protastructure 2024. So what are those tools that, and if you know how it's being functioned or how it works, in Autocad, definitely when you get to Protastructure, you also know the functions. Is that okay? All right, that's fine. Now, looking at this, let's assume I want to draw this now. I want to draw a line, L, enter. That's a short form. And as time goes on, maybe next video, we are going to be producing a video on the tools you need to know when it comes to, your modeling, or let me just use the word structural engineer. As a structural engineer, what are the tools you need to know that are very important to you as a structural engineer in AutoCAD? Those two that you must know them, because you cannot do without them as a structural engineer. Those tools in AutoCAD, very soon we are going to release video on that. Is that okay? But for today, I want to show you the tools that we have in AutoCAD. At the same time, we also have it in Protastructure 2024. Is that okay? That's fine. All right. Now, looking at this particular, let me say this first floor plan. Now let me say escape. Now let me put L stand for line, enter. And if I come here, I'm trying to now locate the point of intersection. You see, I couldn't locate. Is that okay? I could not locate. Let me zoom it again and see if I'll get it. Can you see there's a space? There's something we call an all snap. Is that okay? You can see it here. I don't know if you can see my cursor. You can see snap. Is that okay? Snap. If you on this snap, you are going to see it. Is that okay? So when I click on it, is that okay? It has brought me here. And at times, if you click on it to not come up, what you see will be different, but you have to right click. So first of all, let me click on it for it to come up. As it has come up, you can see this place, snap and grid, etc. and object snap. So all these things, they have their function. Is that okay? For example, if you want to locate the end point of a line, or the midpoint of two lines, or the center point, or the geometrical center, or node, quadrant, etc. You can see all of them here. You can see all of these. All of them are very, very important to us when it comes to, even including architects. They are very, very important to us. So you have to own it. So how do I make all this one up? At times, if you know what you want, you can just select it. If I only need the midpoint, I only click on the midpoint and I say okay, and that's what's going to function. But if I want to on all in case, so that instead of me going and coming, I have to select all. How do you do that? I don't need to be selecting all of them one after the other. No, all I'll just come to this and do what, and click on what, select. You can see I'm under what, object snap. I'll select all. You can see all of them have been selected. I will now click on what, on OK. And once I've done that, I'll now press L, enter, for example. So you can now see, can you see it has shown me the end point? Can you see it now? So no matter how I zoom it, it's still at what, the end point. Is that okay? So if I click on it, you can see it here. So that is that. So now these tools that I just shown you now, how do you locate them in your what, in Protastructure? Is that okay? Now these two I just show you now. At the same time, if you look at this place, sorry, how do you now locate them in a Protastructure? Now I've shown you off snap in a what, in a AutoCAD. Now but before then, if your own is on, I want to now locate it where it is. Come to this place, then right, if I click on it, you see it's off. It's off now, but initially when I click on it, it came up, isn't it? But when it's already on, all those things have been activated, and you want to go and change something, you don't need to click. You right click on it. You can now see all of them. I now come to what, object snap setting. You can see that's when it's now come up. Anything you want to off here, you can now off it. Now I can now uncheck it. You can see I've unchecked this one. That means that one will not function. Is that okay? So let me check it back and then click on OK. And that is fine. Now the next thing that we also have in Protastructure, I've shown you this one. We have this one. This is on snap in Protastructure. We have it. And how do you locate it? I'm going to show you all those ones where you can locate all of these things in Protastructure. So I all know the function. Is that okay? We all know the function of all these ones. I click on OK, and that is that. So if I click on, press L, enter now, so you can see. Can you see this point? Can you see this midpoint? If I come to this place, you can see. You show me what, midpoint. Can you see midpoint? End point. Can you see midpoint? You see all these functions. So you need them. You also actually need them. So you can see nearest. You see nearest, and if you go and check that place, you see what nearest. Is that okay? Being checked. Assuming I did not check that nearest, you will not see, it will not show you any place called nearest. Is that okay? So that is that. If I come to this place, you can see the midpoint of from this point to this point. You can see the midpoint, the center. Is that okay? We stand at what as a center at the same time. So that is that. Then the other thing that I'm going to show you in Protastructure that we also have in Autocad, or that we have in Autocad that we also have in Protastructure, is your line weight. Can you see? All this we also have them in what? In Protastructure. Is that okay? We have all of this in Protastructure. As you can see it here, you can see the line weight. You can see line weight settings. If I click on it, let it come up. You can see all these things. This line weight, we have them in Protastructure. Is that okay? And since you know the function of all of this in Autocad, the same thing they also do when it gets to what? To Protastructure. Is that okay? So I'm going to be showing you in our new software, Protastructure 2024. Is that okay? That's where I'm going to be showing you this particular tool. So let me click on close. Now, having shown you this one here, let's now go to Protastructure. Is that okay? Now, this Protastructure 2024, as you can see it, Protastructure 2024. If you want to locate it, if you want to locate this one now, all you need to do now is to come to what? To your analysis. Before it was on what? Building setout. You come to what? To analysis. And once you click on analysis, the next thing to click on is your building analysis. So I will now click on what? Building analysis. I'll wait for it to come up. So now, haven't seen it here. Now, the next thing to do is to click on what? On setting center. Is that okay? Setting center. I click on it. Or before I continue, at times you notice that if you want to now check or click on a particular place, let me double click. Now it will come up. That's one thing with Protastructure 2024. In Protastructure 2018, you can, if you double click, the property will not come up. Understand? So if I click on this, then right click, I'll come to what? Property. You can see the property. You can see it here. It has come up. But instead of me going through that process, all I need to do is what? Just go to that particular member and double click. You see, as I double click, you can see it has come up. The same thing. Is that okay? So that is that with that's that on that. Good. Now, at times you want to now click on this point. At this point, let's come up. Okay, maybe you want to locate somewhere here, and you can see this axis intersection will now take you to another place. Is that okay? That's the function of all those because all those snaps are being what? On. They are all on. So you can deactivate some and activate some. So that is that. So now let's proceed. Now, how do you now bring it up? To now bring it up, I'll come to, I've already explained, from building analysis, I come to what? To analysis, sorry, from building setout, I come to analysis, from analysis, I come to what? Building analysis. So once this one dialog box comes up, you click on what? Building setout center. And once you get to this place, the next thing to do is to click on this Prota detail environment. Can you see it now? Under this Prota detail environment, there are other things you can do. Understand? You can do. Let me show you. For example, if you want to work on your what? On your mouse. If you want to work on your mouse, you can see it here. That is that. And if also we are talking about what? Line weight. Can you see line weight? Can you see it now? Can you see your line weight? Where is it? Default line weight. So we have 00. Is that okay? So if you want any of them, so you can now click on any of them based on your choice. Can you see them? We have, look at this one, by block and by layer. Don't forget that in Autocad we also have something like that. Can you see? If you see this one by layer, can you see it now? Can you see? By layer, we also have it there. So that is that. Now, this is for line weight. Then on snap, can I see object snap? Can you see it now? Can you now see it? Can you now see objects now? You can now see endpoint, midpoint, center, node, quadrant, intersection. Can you see the nearest? Can you see that nearest I was talking about? Can you see it? So all of this, you also have it here. So if you want to check all you need to do is to come and instead of you clicking one after the other, is that okay? All I need to do, I'll just click on select all. And once I click on select all, so that's all. I'll now click on what? On OK. And once I click on OK, the next thing to what? Is to close. Is that okay? That is that. So you can now see that what we have in Autocad, the tools we have in Autocad, all these ones, sorry, let me on it back. Come up, okay. You can see that all these ones that we have in Autocad, we also have them in your Protastructure. Is that okay? 2024. So that is that. Any of them that you want to uncheck, you can uncheck them because of what you want to use it for. Or is that okay? Not to interrupt others. Is that okay? So that is that. Is that okay? I click on OK. That's that. Let's now check how it can also be found. Where can we locate it in the Protastructure 2022? Now let's go to Protastructure 2022. So can you see Protastructure 2022? From here also you can see it here. From building setup, come to this place, and also building analysis. And from this point also come to settings, and from settings comes to this. It's the same place. Can you see it now? Can you see it? So you see your line weight, you can choose them. You can also see your snap, that is that, and also the language. Can you see the language that you want to the output language? Can you see it here is English? So that is that. And coming to this place of your mouse, as it is. Anything you want to change, you can change it here. Let me also show you something apart from this environment. Let me come to this place. Protastructure, Protastructure environment. Is that okay? That is that. Let me show, no, not that one. Now, let me come to label. Now, coming to this label, you can see, can you see this? Can you see this to show you either 2 ways or 1 way? But if you don't want to use this, if you don't want to use this, I want to use this, just click on this and also come to this point here and also come to this place and click on close. Let's come up. Okay, close. Can you see it? Can you see what we are having? Can you see it now? Can you see? So that is how to get it. Anything you want to do, I can bet you also have it in Protastructure, just to take your time and study. That's why you need to get connected to Ekidel, so that any update we can be giving you, back to back. Is that okay? So that is that. Is okay? So that is how to go about it. You can also see that we have those tools in Autocad. We also have them in Protastructure 2022 and 2024. That one I just showed you now is the same thing. It's the same thing. I'll come to this place. Quick, and then come to label. So can you see it here? Can you see it? I just click on OK and then finally close. Can you see it? That's that. And if you want the other one, other one, definitely you can also get it. Is that okay? You can also get it. Let me go back and click on this and then label and come to, let me use this one. I click on this and then OK. That means you must be good to know which one is 1 way and which one is 2 ways. Is that okay? So that is that. So this is how to go about it. So you can now see that those tools we have in AutoCAD, like your snap, object, and also line weight, we can see how we can locate them in Protastructure 2024 and in Protastructure 2022. So that is that. In case you have not clicked on a subscribe button, maybe this is your first time of coming across Ekidel, I want to say you should click on subscribe button so that you can have access to all our videos and the subsequent one that will be releasing. Is that okay? That is fine. And in case you have not clicked on like button, I want to say you should do that, because the more you click on like button, the more others also, YouTube rather, help us to send the video for others to also benefit, just as you are benefiting from this video. It doesn't take you anything as you are watching. Also click on what? Like button. So thank you very much and God bless you. Ekidel, we want to say we love you till we see you next time. Bye.